Drop It to the Ground intro. In this first side called Drop It to the Ground, we are focusing on dropping the illegal things, the bad things to the ground. I pray to the ones who listen to this, it touches your hearts, and go share it to the people you know. Let it touch more hearts, the illegal temptations that devil puts on oath. We have to say no and drop it to the ground. This is a drop it to the ground movement because it has to be in every city, state, and country. Every city, states, and countries. It's a drop it to the ground, the movement, the Christian worldwide movement in all cities and states and countries. This is one Christian disciple of the movement, J. Illy. I'm J. Illy. This is one Christian disciple of the movement. Drop It to the Ground, the movement. Drop It to the Ground freestyle track song. Drop It to the Ground. The wrong, the bad, the sin is a Christian worldwide movement. It needs to be quoted and placed in order and in big bold print. That this is serious and needs to be a powerful, strong movement. One Christian disciple of the movement, the mixtape. This is freestyle track 1. Drop It to the Ground intro. I pray in this mixtape, this is for believers in God and Jesus and non-believers to know God and Jesus and reach the streets and places of hard and good times. And I know God and Jesus will take care of the rest and take good care of everybody else because God and Jesus is amazing. God and Jesus is perfection. God and Jesus is the best ever on earth. Drop It to the Ground intro. I'm J. Illy in music and Jordan my real name. I go by. I'm a real disciple of God and Jesus. Now and forever. Talking freestyle is done. Let's dive into the real message of the track. Let's dive into the real message of the song. Drop it to the ground. Drop the sin and wrong in the ground. God and devil. God and devil's at war every day, battling everyone's lives. Devil wants us to die and go to hell with him. God and Jesus wants us in heaven. Drop the guns and knives and gang bandanas and alcohol bottles and weed and cigarettes and drugs. Drop all cars and bandanas and let's start a big fire and burn the sin that devil started. And let's end the war. The devil started the war and God and Jesus ends the war and victorious in success. Put the negative in bottom and put the positive on top. And the positivity outweighs the sin and devil dies. And that's real. Drop It to the Ground intro. Put the negativity on the bottom. Put the cross on the top. And the part of negativity will die and be saved in freedom and be relieved in peace and restored in holy righteousness and place peace and freedom of freedom. I put holy Bibles over the negative and around the negative to do outweigh sin for the sin to go away in the name of beautiful Jesus and beautiful name of Father God. Put flowers on ground around sin and put it over the sin to outweigh the sin and devil dies again. One Christian disciple of the movement mixtape, and that is track 1, the mixtape. This track is Drop It to the Ground intro. Christian worldwide movement. Drop It to the Ground intro. J. Illy. Jordan. Drop It to the Ground intro. This is track 1 called Drop It to the Ground intro. The mixtape is One Christian disciple of the movement. Drop It to the Ground. The song, the track. One Christian disciple of the movement. That's me, that's J. Illy. From Knoxville, Tennessee. Born and raised my whole life. Go Vols. Go Tennessee Vols.